Here with me now in the Conversation Corner, the director of the National Weather Service, Ken Graham. Ken, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you. This is a big one. We should take this seriously, yes?
Absolutely. This is a big one. I mean, think about it. We have watches and warnings at the National Weather Service stretching 2,000 miles from New Mexico all the way to New England. This is a big storm.
How have you been preparing in terms of understanding what the storm could do? I understand you've had planes in the Pacific, planes in the Gulf of Mexico, everywhere. Yeah,
we have. And to get an idea of the environment, this is a three-pronged system. So you got to have the cold air in place. So we're watching the cold air come in from Canada. It's moving into the area as we speak. People had not too bad of temperatures the last couple of days. They're going downhill real quick. And you can even feel it even locally here in Washington. You go outside compared to this morning. It's colder. So the cold air is coming in. It's going to be in place. The second part of it is a low pressure developing out in the Pacific near Baja. So we sent a plane out there to gauge how strong is it, you know, what the strength of it's going to be, and really get an idea of the data into the models to get it into where the path is going to be, because it makes a difference in who gets rain, who gets snow, who gets ice. And the other part of it is the moisture from the Gulf of America. So believe it or not, about 10 to 12,000 feet is a warm area of moisture coming out of the Gulf. The snow melts, it goes through that warm area, melts through there, and then refreezes on the ground. All those things we needed to get planes, to get the data, get into the models, to get a good forecast.
Lots of focus in this conversation always tends towards snow. I'm a bit more fixated on ice.
Ice is deadly. Look, these systems, historically, the ice can cause power outages. That cause issues with transportation. It causes issues with trees coming down. It's absolutely deadly. The ice is absolutely the big thing to fear. And you think about it, it only takes about a quarter inch of ice to start knocking down trees and knocking down power lines. And we're talking some areas between a half inch to an inch of that ice. That's devastating for some areas. So not everyone will get it, but the areas that get that full half inch to an inch, it's going to be devastating.
And as I mentioned in the opening, the projection is for sub-freezing temperatures for days after the storm. So even after the storm technically ends, there will be problems.
There really will, because if you think about this air mass, 50 below zero wind chill factors for the upper Midwest and 0 degree wind chills all the way to the Gulf Coast. So you think about the cold temperatures reaching all the way to the Gulf. Any areas that get that ice, it's not going away anytime soon. So just because all this precipitation is going to be out of here by Monday, some areas are going to deal with this ice on the ground for a week after that. And so some of the power outages could last that long as well.
So that could mean flight delays, flight cancellation, school buses not being able to move. Anyone who's dealing with responding in terms of police or fire, they're going to be slowed down. Just a lot of things are going to get locked up, if I hear you correctly.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why we're really keying in on preparedness, because there's always these debates. It's like this model, that model. The forecast hasn't changed more than 40 or 50 miles. So it's not about those small differences. It's about if this is going to happen. So if you think about the impacts that's coming. So the preparedness is going to be everything. Having the food that you need, having the water that you need. And, you know, we talked before going on the air about generators. We're selling them out.
Make sure you know how to use it.
Everybody's buying them up, and you're looking at your manual. How do I start this thing? Well, look, you're learning how to do it, but you need to know the one important thing: keep it outside. Don't put that generator in the house, because I was Hurricane Center director, and I remember big hurricanes where we lost more people to improper use of generators than we even did storm surge. So please, 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 please use that generator safe.
Use it safe. Read the manual. Ken Graham, thank you so
bet.
much for being here. I really, really appreciate it.